What's going on, you guys? Keith Carnes here. Welcome to another Star Wars The Force Awakens spoiler leak tease. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. This one is, once again, huge spoilers. I don't have this in pigtails. It's just how my fucking hair is sitting. So if anybody's like, what the fuck? And yes, that's a little dog back there. That's Pixie. Anyway, guys, on to seriousness here. A huge leak came out yet again. This includes a huge spoiler that I revealed a while back, a little bit ago, in another video that I made. This continues the spoiler, that huge leak that came out about a character. If you don't want any spoilers or anything like that, please click away now. But if you continue watching, you're watching at your own discretion. So that's on you. So earlier I reported on my channel here that Han Solo, who was in episodes 4, 5, and 6, is supposedly going to be killed in episode 7, or The Force Awakens, whichever you choose to call it, same thing. And he's supposedly going to be killed by Kylo Ren, I'm not sure how to pronounce it yet. So he's the one, of course, that has the unique crossbar lightsaber that got all this controversy. People saying, oh, it's a cross, when in reality that's not what it is. It was simply just a cool design to give us something different. So anyway, I'm going to read a little excerpt here from the article. Of course, the article will be in the description below, so if you want to go there and view it for yourself, read it for yourself, whatever, go ahead. And I'm also doing it to give the website credit, so it's not considered stealing if I'm giving credit where credit is due. So let's get into it. So it says, the site details a scene towards the middle of the film where the Millennium Falcon is shot down by Kilo, landing on a snow-covered planet. When Kilo tracks down the ship, the site reports that he actually sits in the pilot seat and has a moment. You know, kind of like sits in the pilot seat and has a moment, supposedly a moment of some sort. Some may speculate that Kilo is actually Han's son, which is never laid out as fact, but could be an interesting tidbit, especially given a rumor from February that also originated in Making Star Wars, which reveals Kilo is responsible for Han's death. That's right. About the cockpit scene, Making Star Wars says, there's almost an implication of remorse, maybe frustration in that action to me. There's emotion there. To me, that says there's a connection between Kilo, the ship, and its pilot, Han Solo. It is almost as if he is sitting at the desk of a job he felt he would one day hold, and now due to circumstances never will. Maybe Han is his father? We know this relationship ends badly, though. He sits in the man's chair before he kills him. So that's their opinion on the scene. The site goes on to speculate that Kilo and Rey are actually brother and sister, the children of Han Solo and Princess Leia. Of course, there is nothing to back that notion up at this time. So yada yada yada. So that's pretty much it. More details on this. So apparently that's how Han meets his demise. He gets shot down by Kylo Ren, who is the main villain of at least this film. It's unknown at this time, of course, if he's going to be in the next two films, and if so, will he still be the main villain? But what remains is that this rumor leak, whatever you want to call it, supposedly he gets shot down, and then obviously Kylo Ren kills him. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. Like I said, the fact that, if it's true, the fact that Han Solo does die in itself is going to make this movie extremely shocking and memorable. And I think that, like I said before, I think it would add something to kill off a huge character like that. Han Solo is a big-time character. He's a fan favorite. But in the real world, Harrison Ford, who plays Han Solo, has always shown interest in killing off the character. For some reason, he has this obsession with Han being killed. So it's not very far-fetched to think that it could happen in this movie, especially with the blessing of Harrison Ford, because one of the facts known is that Harrison Ford, the reason the whole carbonite thing, being frozen in carbonite, from the transition from Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, to Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, the only reason they did the carbonite scene and saying that he could possibly die was because they didn't know if Harrison Ford was going to come back, because Harrison Ford at that time, between Episodes 5 and 6, he was saying he wanted Han Solo to be killed off So it is a big possibility that this could have been Han getting his way. I mean, sorry, God, I keep calling him Han. This could have been Harrison's way of getting his way and finally killing the character off. Which, hey, if that's his thing, I guess whatever. But, you know, maybe if that's his way of having closure with the character instead of just leaving the character alive. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. Of course, this article, once again, I will say it again, this article will be in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video. You guys have a great one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next. Peace.